Hey guys, my name is Amy, and this is my site visit. I did a virtual tour of Sheeran Harris Nuclear Power Plant, and on the slide, I have a picture of what the power plant looks like. So before picking what nuclear energy facility I wanted to do a site visit at, I kind of just looked up more information on North Carolina power plants in general. So there are five different power plants in North Carolina. The nuclear energy facilities in North Carolina employ more than 2,600 workers, and nuclear power saves consumers an average of 6% on their electricity bills and contributes approximately 60 billion to the country's GDP annually. And this is just some more information from the website that I found that on. So on the left is a sources of electricity in North Carolina, like a little percentage of it. And I was kind of surprised to see that 31.8% is nuclear, and that is the most out of all the other sources of electricity. It's only zero point 0.1 higher than natural gas, but it still is the highest. And then on the right hand side is a list of all five of the nuclear energy facilities, and I chose number five, Harris. But I was very interested to learn that there are five different ones in North Carolina because I honestly did not know that. And it's very interesting that there are two locations in each place other than the one at Harris because there's only one of them, but all the other ones have two. And this is just some more information from that website. So his name is Harris. The company that runs this is Duke Energy, just like all the other nuclear power plants in North Carolina are run by Duke Energy. It's located in New Hill, North Carolina. So it's 20 minutes southwest of Raleigh in Region 2. Its capacity is 964, and its capacity factor is 94.7%. And then this is a picture of the power plant again. But as you can see, it's located on a lake. And I read somewhere that it said that the lake, like people swim in it and fish in it and do all the things. So the power plant has not had any issues of contaminating the lake or anything, which I think is pretty awesome. So this is just some more information. So as I said, it's run by Duke Energy Progress. Um, its operating license was issued in 1986 and it was renewed in 2008. Its reactor type is a pressurized water reactor. And on this slide, I also have a picture of what the pressurized water reactor looks like as like a little graphic. And it was really interesting to see all the different parts that go into it. And you can see in the center is where like the core is. Its reactor vendor slash type is Westinghouse 3 loop, and its containment type is dry ambient pressure. And at the bottom, I have where I found all that information. So, some more information about this power plant is that it sits about 10 miles outside of Carytown limits, so Raleigh, and it's owned and operated by Duke Energy, like I said. And all public notifications originate from Wake County Emergency Management. And I chose this news clip, and it says avoiding disaster, leaders development emergency plan for Harris nuclear plant. And when I was looking up this power plant, I kept seeing so much stuff about like emergency plan, like, and I found this about like where all the notifications will be sent out through. So I feel like they've done a good job of like keeping the town that's around it very informed about what they're doing, and also like if they were to have an emergency, like this is their plan and what they're going to do. And at the bottom I have where I found this information. So the Harris nuclear plant can produce enough electricity to power more than 500,000 homes, which I thought was pretty impressive. I'm not sure how many people live in Raleigh. I don't think it's that many, but it's still awesome that it can power that much. It's 523-foot cooling tower, and it's made with enough concrete to pave 75 miles of four-lane highway. So that's a lot. The plant also has 24 million pounds of reinforced steel and enough power cables to run between the east and west coast 1.5 times. And then the nuclear plant began generating power May 2nd, 1987. And so it makes it the newest nuclear unit in the Carolinas, which is pretty cool. And then the Harris nuclear plant has operated safely for more than 20 years. So that kind of goes back to the whole lake thing. They have had no issues, and so they're not contaminating lakes or anything like that, which I thought was pretty cool. And then these are just two images. So this one on the left is just what the nuclear plant looks like. And I thought it was interesting because you can see Harris Lake kind of below it where its cold water basin is. And it just has all the different parts and how it looks like from like a simpler graphic point of view. And then this other image I have on the right is what it looks like in the widespread of like an aerial map and like what it would affect. And there's different lines and it kind of just tells you what each one means and stuff. So I thought it was interesting to see how far out this plant affects. So this is where I took my virtual tour. It's just a little YouTube video from a news station, Harris Nuclear Power Plant, behind the scenes, WNCN West. I can't pronounce his last name. And this was filmed March 1st, 2016. So it's a little outdated, just a little bit, but I still learned a lot. And I don't imagine that many things have changed in this power plant since then, or just like the basics, like late floor plan of what it looks like. Overall, I think this power plant is doing a good job. It seems like they're very in contact with the community that they're in, and they're also not causing what looks like much harm. And the two images that I have is kind of a eye view of what the power plant looks like, and then an aerial view just of everything that goes on at that power plant. I'm also not from Raleigh, so I don't know like if it's different living there than it is just hearing about it from far away. But overall, I enjoyed learning about this power plant and getting to see how it works, and especially cool because I'm from North Carolina, so seeing there's a car. Um, it's cool seeing these things and getting to learn a little bit more about them. So yeah.